Juice Wrld spotted alive in 2020? Juice Wrld is undeniably one of the most influential and bigger rappers of our generation, and his recent passing sent shockwaves amongst fans worldwide. After the release of his album, Goodbye and Good Riddance, Juice Wrld took over music streaming charts with Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the Same and many other notable songs off the album. Juice Wrld was predicted to become one of the biggest rappers in the industry based on his huge surge in sales and his popularity. It's understandable why he's so popular. Juice Wrld was able to enter a booth and freestyle for hours without anything written. And he even did an hour-long freestyle, and he mentioned in an interview that he had over 800 pre-recorded songs sitting in a music vault that he was waiting to release. But behind closed doors, the rapper struggled with addiction, and ultimately this is what led to his untimely and tragic passing. While many are adamant that he is 100% gone, others think that this isn't the last we've seen of Juice Wrld. In today's video, we're going to look into why Juice Wrld may still be around, and no, we are not talking about ghosts. In one aspect, we will still get to see Juice Wrld, as his record label has announced the release of his official music video this year, and though it's probably not all 800 songs that he had pre-recorded, but likely a 20-track album. Maybe it's a best-of compilation with a few new songs that we haven't heard yet. It's good news for fans that his music will indeed live on. The fact that Juice Wrld has 800 songs isn't really that big a surprise if you knew about his history growing up. Born Gerard Higgins on December 2nd, 1998 in Chicago, Juice Wrld grew up with a single mom who detested hip-hop music and refused to let him listen to it. However, he was allowed to listen to rock and pop music, especially ones found in video games such as Guitar Hero or Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. This helped influence his style and made him so talented. His mom also played a bigger role in his love for music, as she inspired him to learn to play piano at the age of 4, and then guitar and drums. He also played trumpet in band, which is something that is hard to picture. While in his sophomore year of high school, Juice Wrld started posting songs to his SoundCloud that he had recorded on his phone, which is also the same time that he started to take rapping more seriously. Like many talented musicians, balancing fame and fortune was often a big struggle. Juice Wrld was heavily addicted to drugs during his childhood and teens. Unlike many other rappers who have passed away due to violence, which makes Juice Wrld's demise so sad, was that there was evidence that he was trying to turn his life around. It's just that on the day of his demise, he was faced with making a difficult decision, one that would cost him everything. On December 8th, 2019, 6 days after his birthday, Juice Wrld was on a private jet flying from Van Nuys Airport to Midway International Airport in Chicago. Where there were police waiting for the jet to arrive. The police were notified by federal agents that the jet was suspected of carrying dangerous weapons and drugs, which they did find: 3 handguns and 70 pounds of cannabis on the aircraft after it had landed. Juice Wrld's management team stated that they saw Juice Wrld take several unknown pills in a possible bid to hide. When the police entered the aircraft to search the luggage, he was told that the police would be waiting for him while he was up in the air, and he would still have been charged for whatever else was on the aircraft. It's just that he panicked and took the narcotics because he would have less charges against him. Juice Wrld then began convulsing and seizing, at which point 2 doses of emergency medication, Narcan, were administered, as opioid overdose was suspected. Juice Wrld was transported to the nearest hospital, but passed away. Juice Wrld's mom was devastated on her son's untimely passing, and she hopes that her son's legacy will help others in their battle with addiction. She said, "Addiction knows no boundaries, and its impact goes beyond the person fighting it. We hope the conversations he started in his music and his legacy will help others win their battles, as that is what he wanted more than anything. We know that Jared's legacy of love, joy, and emotional honesty will live on." Many of his fans are also keeping his story alive online by sharing posts on social media about how his music helped influence their lives, and it's probably reassuring to his mom that he had such a huge emotional impact on many people. But is this really the end of our beloved rapper? It seems the circumstances surrounding the mysterious passing of Juice Wrld has led to many people speculating on TikTok and Reddit if he is really gone or not. A lot of people seem to believe that the rapper has actually faked his own passing. The biggest evidence of this comes from a 2017 tweet from Juice Wrld, quote, "My goal is to get overly famous, shine for a couple years, than fake my death. After his sleeper hit Lucid Dreams became such a huge success in May 2018, it gives the unusual tweet a lot of prominence. It seems as though he had planned that once he became a big star and made a lot of money, then he would go off the grid and live off his wealth. With the current world pandemic, it would be extremely difficult to see any celebrity out in public, especially if it was one who had faked their own passing. On the app TikTok, fans are even going so far as to analyze Juice WRLD's lyrics to try and find more evidence that he might well still be alive. One user, who goes by @SeamusGarvin, who has 3 million likes, points to a specific line in Juice WRLD's song Legends,
"We ain't making it past 21.
which says, "What's the 27 club? We ain't making it past 21. Even more strange was that there was a TikTok meme that was started before Juice's passing, in which TikTok users would dance to Lucid Dreams and then stop mid-dance and pretend to have a seizure by spitting out water and convulsing. These striking references have been mirrored by other users that have led to many casting suspicion into Juice WRLD's passing. The fact that fans were imitating a seizure before he had one is incredibly spooky. It's not the song Lucid Dreams that is making fans speculate there's something else going on. TikTok users have been referencing his hit song, All the Girls Are the Same. In the song, Juice WRLD sings, "I'm a jealous boy, really feel like John Lennon." This might not sound like much of a reference, however, John Lennon passed away on December 8th, same day that Juice WRLD passed away. The coincidence seems spooky for sure. Another TikTok user also suggests that a flight tracker from Juice's private plane never went to Chicago and actually landed in the Bahamas. And then there were claims that the hospital where Juice was admitted claimed that nobody with the name of Gerard Higgins, Juice's real name, was ever admitted. So if he wasn't admitted to the hospital and the plane never landed in Chicago, then where could he actually be? Is he somewhere on a beach in the Bahamas? Conspiracy theories about musicians faking their own passing isn't something new. For many years, a lot of people were skeptical that the infamous rapper Tupac never passed away. Nobody was ever caught when he passed away, and Tupac is theorized to be living with a relative somewhere. In fact, Tupac has a relative who lives in Cuba, who was granted political asylum, so there is a certain possibility that he's there. There was also David Myers, a retired police officer who came forward in 2015 and announced to the world that he had been paid by the infamous rapper to help fake his demise. He said there were over 30 people involved in the worldwide deception, including police, medics, and witnesses. Could it be the same for Juice WRLD? Could he have paid a group of individuals to help fake his demise too? There was speculation that his good friend and collaborator XXXTentacion may have been involved. Many speculate that the rapper had also faked his own demise. His last music video, which was for Sad, featured him at his own funeral, and he posted a story on his personal Instagram in which he gave a monologue that almost foreshadowed his passing. He said in the video, "Worst comes to worst, I effing die a tragic death," or some stuff.
Worst thing comes to worst, I die a tragic death or and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive and to at least have a good life.
And I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceive my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive and to at least have a good life. There was a time when XXXTentacion faked his own demise on Instagram, which some believe was a tactic to get his name trending before the release of his new album. In the video, he pretends to hang himself. He came out later after the video posted and told everyone it was just a prank. There was also an Instagram photo that sent fans into a fit from the account of rapper Trippie Redd. The photo shows a selfie of Trippie Redd and XXXTentacion, which was posted after the rapper had passed away. Fans conceived from the image that the possibility that XXXTentacion had been alive due to the fact that Trippie Redd was holding the latest iPhone, which came out well after the rapper had passed away. Logic would dictate that this is more likely Photoshop, but why would Trippie Redd go to such lengths to cause such a big scene, especially with the risk of alienating his fans on his channel? Michael Jackson is also believed to be well and truly alive. Before he passed away on the 25th of June 2009, he was swamped with outstanding debt. What better way to deal with debt if you're not alive to pay it? Though this theory seems illogical, as the king of pop would have had to keep it a secret from his kids, and it's hard to imagine him keeping that big a secret. Maybe he could find a way to see them like in the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm sure he has the voice for it, don't you think? Strange thing about musicians is that even if they do indeed pass away, their legacy and influence never will. In an ironic way, they live on through their music and, if anything, become even more influential after passing away. The reality is, even if Juice World did indeed fake it, it wouldn't come as a surprise in the world we currently live in. As of now, there has never really been a musician who's supposed to be dead caught alive, but there are plenty of regular people who have. We'll have to wait and see in the future if Juice World is indeed still alive, living under a new identity, and maybe still making music. What do you think? Do you think that Juice World is still well and truly alive? Do you think he faked his passing? Would he ever come back? Please let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and like our video so we can keep bringing you more.